Let's face it, family-friendly crossovers are far from the most electrifying vehicles on the road today. They're typically ponderous, overweight, and a good deal thirstier than they should be. Am I describing an actual car or your eccentric uncle? Injecting some needed visual flair into Toyota dealerships across the country is this shapely three-row people hauler. Now, the 2014 Highlander ought to be as reliable as a wintry gale blustering its way across the Scottish moors. Chances are the first thing you'll notice about the 2014 Highlander is its expressive new body, and it makes quite a bold statement with that gigantic, almost Lexus-like grille. And if you can believe it, this is the second iteration of the design that they came up with. The first one got scrapped because it just wasn't good enough. The result of that mulligan is dramatically more interesting than today's model, though from the rear this vehicle does look like it's got a load in its diaper. Naturally, design isn't all that it offers, so let's break it down. Now, I know it's not as appealing as my socks right here, but the new third-generation Toyota Highlander is offered in 4 different trims, ranging from an entry-level LE to the LE Plus to the XLE and range-topping Limited. Once again, a fuel-efficient hybrid is available, though it's only offered in highfalutin Limited trim. Base price for a stripped-down entry-level version is right about $30,000. Likewise, Limited models start right around $40 grand. As for powertrains, 2 are available in non-hybrid models. The base engine is a 2.7-liter 4-banger providing 185 horsepower. The overwhelming majority of new Highlanders will be powered by a familiar 3.5-liter V6. It delivers a smooth 270 ponies with 248 pound-feet of twist. Unlike today's model, a 6-speed automatic transmission is standard with both engines. Fuel economy is up as well. Front-wheel drive V6 models sticker at 19 miles per gallon city and 25 highway, which results in a combined score of 21 mpg. When properly equipped, the 2014 Highlander here is rated to tow up to 5,000 pounds, SAE certified by the way, which theoretically should be enough to drag the Loch Ness Monster from her murky lair. Despite a complete redesign, this vehicle actually rides on the same wheelbase as today's model, though the overall body length is slightly greater and its track is a little bit wider. Now, what does that mean for you, the driver? Well, it actually translates into considerably more cargo space behind the third-row seat. In fact, behind this vehicle's backmost bench, there are nearly 14 cubic feet of space, and that's nearly enough room for a gross of kilts, or perhaps even enough haggis to feed the Orkney Islands for 6 whole months. Now, a 34% increase in backmost storage is not the Highlander's only trick. Now, as you'd expect, this vehicle has a brand new interior as well. They've completely redesigned it in here, and I think the overall look kind of resembles the new Avalon, and that is not a bad thing. It's very premium. There are lots of squishy soft plastics on both the dashboard and the door panels. There's this nice integrated storage bin that runs along the dashboard here, plus a number of other nice touches. As with many new vehicles, technology is very important. The Highlander offers a number of interesting features. You get standard heated side view mirrors and Bluetooth connectivity. Plus, you can opt for things like rear cross traffic alert, which is handy for crowded shopping markets. And you can get blind spot warning, which is always handy out on the freeway. Now, front seat passengers are treated to a massive center bin right here, and this thing actually holds 24.5 liters worth of volume. What is that in real numbers? Well, Toyota engineers did the math. It works out to more than 58 children's-sized juice boxes. Nearly 60 juice boxes will fit in here. That's incredible. You could put a purse or all kinds of other bulky items right in the center bin. While developing the 2014 Highlander, Toyota engineers paid enormous attention to NVH. That's noise, vibration, and harshness. Now, to combat all 3 of those undesirable things, they've loaded this vehicle with things like sound-deadening blankets and strategically placed spray foam at certain points throughout the body to really keep it whisper quiet in here. So out on the road here in the 2014 Highlander, this thing feels extremely sturdy, very heavy as well, and that plays in, of course, with how quiet it is. But its 270 horsepower are quite overmatched. That's with the V6 engine, of course. Now, since we're on these winding roads here, it's worth noting the Highlander's steering. It's quite heavy for a crossover, and it makes it a bit of fun to throw around. You can certainly feel all of the mass. Out back, this thing is equipped with a double wishbone rear suspension. Yes, you heard me right, double wishbone, something that used to be reserved for sports cars, and Toyota has thrown that under the rear of the new Highlander here, and supposedly it gives it a smoother ride, better handling, and of course, better packaging, so that helps play into the increased cargo space out back. The 2014 Highlander is aimed at active, sporty families, but it competes in a segment that is very demanding, and customers can literally graze on a number of different vehicles. Thankfully, though, the Highlander does offer a nice blend of features. It's got a quiet, spacious interior. It's not too bad to drive, plus it should have Toyota's legendary reliability. Now, company executives expect they're going to sell about 140,000 of these vehicles in the US next year, and with specs like that, seems totally reasonable.